I want to write this one out like a little play today. 3 acts. Don't worry, I ain't got no costumes or nothing. Just me and this camera. But stay with me, 'cause I think seeing it laid out this way gonna make more sense than me just talking straight through. Before I start, I want to say one thing real clear, 'cause this a topic people get real touchy about, and rightfully so. Some people is genuinely victims. Real harm happened to 'em, ain't nothing secret or comfortable about it, and I ain't talking about them folks today, not one bit. I'm talking about a different, more particular thing, when being seen as a victim start to feel like the only identity a person know how to hold on to, even after the actual harm done passed. That's what we exploring. All right, curtain up. Act 1. The scene is a family dinner. A woman, we'll call her the main character, just told a story about something unfair that happened at her job. And everybody at the table lean in. Everybody gets soft-eyed, sympathetic. Somebody say, "That's terrible, you didn't deserve that." And watch her face right there in that moment. Something in her relax. Something in her settle, like a chair finally getting sat in right. Now, in this act, I want you to notice. The sympathy feel good, real good. And that ain't strange or wrong by itself. Everybody like being understood when something unfair happened to 'em. But pay attention to what happens next in the scene. Somebody at the table gentle suggest, "Well, maybe next time you could," and watch her face change again. That soft, settled look disappear quick. 'Cause a solution ain't what she came to the table for. The sympathy was the thing she wanted, and a solution threatened to take the story away from her before she finished needing it. Act 2. Time jump forward a few months. Same woman, different unfair thing happened. Different job, different situation, but a familiar shape to the whole story. And here's where the plot really reveals itself. We watch her tell this new story to a new group of people, and it's near about the exact same rhythm as the first one. Same beats. Same pauses in the same places. Almost like she's performed this particular kind of story enough times, it got a script to it now, even though she probably don't realize it herself. And in this act, I want to point out something important. This ain't fake suffering. The hurt is real, every time. But watch how comfortable she's gotten inside the role of the one it's always happening to. Some people, over enough years of real pain, start building a whole identity around being the person things happen to, instead of a person things also happen because of, or a person capable of changing what happens next. And once identity get built around a role, even a painful role, letting go of that role can start to feel like losing yourself, not like healing. Act 3. Final scene. Somebody who loves this woman, real gentle, real careful, ask her one honest question. They say, "Have you thought about what it would feel like if this stopped happening to you?" And watch the pause before she answer. That pause is the whole point of this play, right there. 'Cause on the surface, yes, obviously I want it to stop, is the expected answer. But underneath, in that pause, is a real complicated truth some folks never get brave enough to look at directly. A part of her is scared of who she'd be without a story to tell, scared that without the unfairness, she might not have nothing interesting to say at the dinner table no more, scared the sympathy might dry up, and without it, maybe she'd find out don't nobody pay her much attention at all when there ain't a wound to point to. Curtain. Now let me step out the play for a minute and talk to you plain. I don't believe this happened 'cause people is bad or manipulative on purpose. I believe it happened 'cause somewhere back down the line, being the victim was the one way a person learned they could reliably get love, attention, or care. Maybe as a child wasn't nobody checking on 'em unless something was visibly wrong. Maybe in an old relationship, the only time they got tenderness was after a crisis. And the body learned what it learned. If sympathy only showed up after suffering got announced, a person's whole nervous system start to associate suffering with connection. And connection is one of the deepest needs a human being got. So the suffering, even when it's real, start doing double duty. It's pain, and it's also, quiet and secret, even from the person feeling it, a ticket to being seen. And that's the tender truth under this whole topic, if I'm honest with you. It ain't about people enjoying pain for its own sake. Ain't nobody enjoy the pain itself. What they secretly attach to is what the pain buys them, the leaning in, the soft eyes, the "you didn't deserve that." And when a person never learned another reliable way to earn that same tenderness, letting go of the victim role can feel, underneath everything, like choosing to go back to being invisible. So if you recognize a piece of yourself in this little play today, I want you to hear this gentle, not harsh. It don't make you broken. It make you a person who learned, a long time ago, the only door you knew how to walk through to get loved. And the good news, if there is any, is that a person can learn new doors, at any age, if they willing to look at the old one honest, same as we just did here today. Tell me down below if any part of this play felt a little too familiar. I read every one, gentle as always. I'll see you next time.